What's going on, Nesty Besties? It's our anniversary. How is everybody? We got a nice romantic scene here. Provided to us by Worschneffer. Worschneffer, yes. Provided these wonderful images for our anniversary. Isn't it wonderful? All right. Who do we have in the nest? We've got We've got Cat S, Paige Prox, Allison Reddy, Eggplant Liz, Emily B, Sherry C333, Wheelie Mum, Worschneffer. There we go. There is the artiste. We'll take a closer look at these in a moment. Boaz B is in the nest. All right. Cindy Lou Who Pondu, Lori Compton, Lucy Jane 12, Just Jamie, Flying Walrus, Old Broad, Marwa's in the nest, Anna Lindstrom's in the nest, Tracy, Darkest Coven, Fiona's Mom, Melissa M, Sammy Smith, Sea Life, Just a Gamer. We've got Sachi Bell in the nest, Human Being, hey. All right. A book lover review, line song. You need some nuggies now? They got you in the mood for some nuggies? Oh, yeah. That's right, human being. We're just haters. We're just jealous haters. That's right. Hey, Jen Shaw hater. Jen Shaw hater's a hater. of one person, maybe not, the others. Poison Pettifor is in the nest. Hello. That's Bing AI, Worschneffer. I mean, you must have entered some really good search terms, though, because I had a closer look last night, and the details are unbelievable, truly. All right, we got May Faye in the nest. We got Diane again, Oxford 11, hello, Juniper Lawrence, Virtual Troll Riot, Catherine Smith, greetings from Orlando, where it's warm and windy. Sounds nice. Hey, Crystal Cat, T Bulldog, Alyssa, hey, nice to see you, Allison Reddy. All right, yeah, so Worschneffer came up with these images, and let me see if I can actually pause them. They're on a slideshow. Might have to turn down the music a little bit. I can't really tell for sure. Let's see. Yeah, let me take it off slideshow so we can look at these individually. All right, so we do have pretty comfy, romantic looking satin bedspread on this bed, right? The heart is in the shape of chicken dino nuggets. All right. I mean, what better to lure him into the bedroom? My goodness. If she wasn't able to do it yet, this might do it. This might do it. These are brought to us by Worschneffer, who's in the chat. Now, what's really cool about this is like you look above these lamps, right? And these are dinosaurs in the relief above the lamps. Isn't that something? Like how, let me turn off these hearts for a second. How detailed, amazing. Those are like dinosaurs up there. How cool is that? Yeah, dino nuggies. Dino nuggies. All right, let me bring up the next one. This one is starring some of our favorite animals. Okay, so we still have some chicken dino nuggies. But then we've got a gray kitty cat. A gray kitty cat there. And a hamster. Let me zoom in a little. Let me make it bigger. So you guys can really see. There's something else too that I noticed that I thought was just so hilarious. So chicken dino nuggies all lined up. You know, instead of rose petals. The huge plate of rice, exactly. Virtual troll Brian. A big bowl of white rice. Oh my god. It's like, yeah, they're both getting lured in. Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, this one kind of looks like a hotel room. You know what I mean? One of those like Poconos hotel rooms with the heart-shaped headboard. Oh, yeah. His and her side tables. Yep, yep, yep. All right. What else do we got? Look at this one. So we get a trail of white rice going up the bed in a curve with the dino nuggie standing up. We got Harry the hamster. We got Julia. Eyes look a little bit wonky. With this AI stuff, the eyes always look a little bit wonky. Hey, BB True and Ashley. Hey, hey, hey. More rice, yep. Looks like a bowl of water here. Maybe like with a lemon wedge in there. And then we have like this whole cat bed, maybe of rice or something, but it's filled with regular chicken nuggets. Yeah, yeah. We got some heart-shaped pillows covered in satin for the happy couple. Some roses on one of the tables. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think we got one more. And we got, now we're getting like, it's time to get serious now, okay? So we have heart-shaped chicken nuggets. We got Julia. We got a white platter filled with regular chicken nuggets. But look over on the left. It looks like it might be sushi. Let me try to make it bigger. Might be some sushi over there, maybe. It's of course got some white rice, some sauces on the side. And I'm not sure what the plate is. They look like pretzel rods to me, but they're probably like beef sticks or something. Poutine. Oh, poutine. Oh, okay. Awesome. And yeah, we got some mood lighting. Very nice. So the happy couple. Sweet potato fries? Could be. Yeah. The trail of rice. Oh, you wanted to know what was on the other side table? Let me see if I can get real close in. I can't make it out. I can't make out what that is. Sometimes with that AI stuff, there'll be stuff in the background that you're like, huh? Yeah. But we got some roses over here. We got Julia standing right up, waiting for her parents to come to bed. The little white bed, potentially made out of white rice, filled with all those chicken nuggets. Oh my God. If anything doesn't lure him in, this should do it. Poor little Harry here. Looks like some fern. Cut off fern leaves. Some water and lemon. Yeah. Here's the heart-shaped. So we got like a flower on the right side on the table, maybe a little candle. And it looks like some like little plants, like maybe some succulents or something on the left. Harry the hamster's looking a little wet. Looking wet. A little damp. Plate of white rice, and Julia is just waiting there. And look at those dino nuggies. Oh, oh, oh. You have no clue where the water dish came from either? Probably because, you know, probably AI was concerned about the animal's health and welfare. That could be. Who knows? And we have just the bed with a heart shape made out of chicken dino nuggies. That's going to lure him right in. And these are all from Worschneffer, who's in the chat. You can see these like dinosaurs above the lamps. Like it gets so detailed. It's so cool. So yeah, it's the anniversary. The CPAP. Where's the CPAP? Ah! But Wesby, you're a little bit sick. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, I hope you get better very soon. We'll throw around some hearts also. Yeah, no room for Chantal. Right. You got Julia, Harry, and a bunch of chicken nuggets, plates of rice, trails of rice. There really is no room for Chantal. No fan or bottle of water, old brat. That's right. Clearly it's not for her. Yeah. You all know Salah spits are not calm already? Definitely not. Oh, that's okay, Worschneffer. Clearly it's not really for her. You know, maybe this is someone else that set this up for her. Chantal doesn't really seem to be even represented in these photos, except for the white rice. That's about it. Yeah. So, it's the anniversary, everyone. What are we actually celebrating a year of, though? A year of marriage? A year of a contract that's due to come to conclusion soon? A year of a project working together? What's the year? What's the anniversary of? Julie at the end of the video was all of us. She's so funny. And the way she glares at Foodie, isn't she? Oh my God. Yeah. Things were so awkward between Salah and Chantal that poor little Julie ended up getting a lot of the attention towards the end. They used to have one dino nuggie, but they didn't get it spayed. Well, yeah, they breed and they replicate pretty fast, don't they? Yeah, yeah. Yes, they do. Hey, Christy, how's it going? Chantal should be sleeping sitting up, to be perfectly honest. She could barely breathe before she gained over the past year. That's true. Yeah, I'm sure. Yep. Yeah, Worschneffer put these on Twitter in reply to one of my tweets. And I was like, oh my God, these are too perfect. Too perfect. Unbelievable. So I'm going to put it back on the slideshow so we can have them kind of coming in and out. Oh, too funny. Too funny. All right. Well, there was an anniversary video uploaded last night, right? She even titled it something different. I left my notifications like unclicked so I could check it, but they are different. Yeah. So, one of them, the one that was posted first was our first wedding anniversary. The second one was our 1-year wedding anniversary. And it is an entirely different link. It's a whole different link. So it's not as if she took it down and, like had to, I don't know. It's hard to say really why it was taken down. Now, I know FFG got the original. Like, she had to be moving pretty fast to get that, so good for her. I just started working on the thumbnail right away because I was taking screenshots as I was watching the original. And I was like, oh my God, I can't even decide what to use for a thumbnail because these are so cringe, like all of them. So cringe. And then I went back and I was like, oh my God, it's been privated? What? So it's a whole different video, a different upload. She had to upload it again for some reason. So she took it down and edited something. I don't know what exactly. Yeah. Dino Nuggies Vegas motel room style setup would actually be super romantic for them. They would have snacks, sustenance. Absolutely. Yes. Hey, Brooding Mama. Nice to have you here with us, too. Yeah, I said, Schneffer, do you mind if I use these in the live stream tomorrow? Because they are just so good. And you're like, go ahead. Yeah. I love it. It really sets the mood, doesn't it? That was nice of me to book the honeymoon suite for them. Well, Deborah, they deserve it. They've been through a lot together this past year, And Schneffer, set up the rooms and everything. And, I mean, they deserve it. Hey, Alternative Tough. Wow, it's good to see you. Are those Dino Nuggies? Yes, they are. Schneffer put this through AI and got a couple, 4 different images of their anniversary setup. Yeah. Yep. I think she wasn't very happy at the portion size and how small the cake was, Granny Noodles. Well, that cake, I'm like, come on. That's like a cupcake for Chantal. Come on now. Come on. But it was probably pretty pricey, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I have a lot to say. So let's get into it. Shall we watch? And after watching the second upload, I'm not sure exactly what was taken out. I'm not sure exactly. So. Oh, don't start barking, sir. We have an important live stream we're doing right now, okay? There's a cake also. Of course there is. It was pretty. It looked like it was good. It was red velvet. And it was small, but it was like a tall, small cake, Like probably, maybe like a 4 to 6 inch. No, probably not 6 inches. Probably like a 4-inch round, but it was like multiple layers. It looked very good. I could have eaten the whole thing, But if it's my anniversary and I'm wanting to feel like all svelte going, after, continuing into the evening, I'm not going to want to eat that whole thing. You know what I mean? But it would be good for breakfast. Definitely next day. The cake was cute and the highlight of the evening, Betty. Yeah, it was really cute. It looked good. All right. Shall we get started? It's our anniversary, Nesty Besties. Let's do it. Okay. Here we go. You ready? The cake was cute, but not a gift for a death fat wife. Yeah, I mean, he clearly doesn't care about her health, Whatever, all right. So we have S and C equals heart. I mean, I'm going to make that a little bit bigger, I think. Just a little bit. Okay, all right, here we go.
Hello guys, so today is mine and Chantal's 1-year anniversary. She doesn't know this actually, but I have two surprises for her. For the first one, I decided to take her out on a date night to a nice seaside restaurant. Yalla! So do you like your surprise so far, baby?
Yeah, thank you, baby. It's so nice. We're here on the ocean, and we're gonna have shisha and food and.
Okay, all right. I mean, the announcement, the announcer voice, I'm not really feeling that. I don't know. I guess it's his new thing. Whatever, right? The video overall is very dark. It's very dark. And this can all be edited after the fact. So even if it's not light where they are. But I think it would have been nice to have like a candle on the table. That would have been kind of nice, I think. But you may notice that I think she's having a hard time sitting in the chair. Just sitting in the chair alone. Hey, John called. Yeah, we're going to talk about the tipping next, for sure. Yep. Because, you know, her stomach is right up against that table, and she herself is far away from the table, but doesn't look comfortable at all.
I'm enjoying my anniversary with you so far.
I'm glad to hear that, baby.
Look how nice everything is. The palm trees.
I thought this was interesting to mention the palm trees. She lives in Kuwait. There are palm trees everywhere. It's like she's scripting it for people who aren't around palm trees all the time. Like, there are palm trees everywhere in Kuwait, everywhere. So to comment on the palm trees sounded a little odd to me. Definitely a little odd.
And the beautiful angel here.
Angel.
Thank you, babe. This is what I'm wearing to our date.
Yeah, it's one of your regular abayas that you wear frequently. It's nothing special. I don't know what that was about. But you can see that there are people sitting behind them. And so they're seating everyone near the ocean, which makes sense. If you're going there, you can see all those people behind them. If you're going there for, you know, seaside dining, they're going to seat everyone first towards the ocean, I would think. So there are people behind them, for sure.
I'm glad to hear that, baby.
Look how nice everything is. The palm trees.
And the beautiful angel here.
Thank you, babe. This is what I'm wearing to our date.
I mean, okay, we can see.
Oh, the waves is coming, guys, so yeah. It's a good luck for us here.
It's good luck that there's waves in the Gulf. Okay, I think those happen naturally anyway. So you can see far off in the distance that lit up thing. I believe that's Kuwait City over there. And because, you know, Kuwait is a country, the coastline curves, so you would be able to see the north side from being further south.
Right, baby?
Yes, so nice.
You always bring me a good luck anyway.
Oh yeah, lots of good luck.
Love you too, honey. Oh, hello guys.
Oh, hello there. Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. So, Salah, you know, I don't know. So he's wearing his, I want to call it a galabeya. They call it a dishdasha there. He's wearing his dishdasha. Totally, you know, it's fine, whatever. He's wearing a shirt underneath. It might be a little bit cool there now, I'm thinking. Actually, why don't we check the temperature? What am I doing? Exclamation Kuwait weather. Let's see what the temp is there now. 75 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's about 10:30 p.m. there right now. And humidity 65. Okay. So maybe especially right by the ocean. It's a little chilly because he's got that shirt on underneath. He is wearing a Louis Vuitton baseball cap. And as Poison Petty4 mentioned on Twitter, a man wearing a hat at the dinner table is a big no-no. It just is. It's just so rude. It's just, I don't know. Maybe we're old-fashioned, Poison Petty4, but that's always been my thing too. Just take off your hat. Take it off.
Just enjoying my time with my love here in this romantic place.
And a wonderful time we are having. You chose a very good place, babe.
You're welcome, honey. My pleasure. By the way, I bet you're gonna like it.
Oh yeah, you know me. And I love.
Well, I mean, she's going to like pretty much any restaurant you take her to. So I did want to mention that the bottle next to his glass of ice there is a soda. It's a soda. That's all it is. Kuwait is a 100% dry country. You are not able to obtain alcohol there without some serious problems. People do, but it's highly illegal. They definitely don't serve it in restaurants. There are no liquor stores. As far as I know, you can't even buy it duty-free at the airport. So, completely dry country. So this is not alcohol.
I love the towers. You can see the towers in the background.
It's got a straw.
Our drinks have arrived.
So I got Barbican. How about you, love?
I got a Perrier water with lemon.
Soda water, as usual. She likes it.
I love it. He loves to fill my drink, so. Chivalry is not dead.
Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Chivalry isn't dead. I think it's a sad state of. It's a sad state when pouring a woman's drink for her is considered chivalry. That is sad.
Slow.
Hey, not your average old lady.
Here's our food.
Here's the food. Ah! Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. Are we doing a mukbang? What's going on here? What are we doing? Are we doing a commercial for the restaurant? What are we doing here? Why are we holding up the plates? Oh my God, the cringe.
I got kebab here. And my love got a shrimp. Fried shrimp.
Yes.
With French fries, you know. So we're gonna enjoy our dinner now and see you later.
You know, with French fries. Yum. Kebab. Very nice. Very nice. So it's probably lamb. It's possible it could be ground beef too. But it's mixed with spices and a little bit of grain, and it's formed into these shapes. And it's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. The stuff that's on his plate, kebab. It's delicious. Looks like she's having fried shrimp with some French fries. She's got a little plate of olives there, or pickles maybe. Looks like those are hers. They're on her side of the table. Okay. And she has an entire bag of bread in a basket next to her plate. He's got a half a slice of bread or something there, or a piece of bread folded, and she's got an entire bag. Yeah, let's not insult the food of another culture, please. Okay? I mean, we're grown-ups, right? It's absolutely delicious. If it's not shaped how you expect it to be shaped as a Westerner, sorry, but it's delicious. Now, I don't know, Marwa, I'm going to ask you, for some reason, when I saw this guy with the shisha, I thought Egyptian. This is an Egyptian man. I don't know why exactly I thought that, but I do think that. And I Saw someone say this might be an Egyptian restaurant after I thought that, but I don't know if it is or not. But he just strikes me as I looked up at the video and I said, "Oh, it's an Egyptian guy working there." It is my dog. One of my dogs. Yep.
So after we finish the food, now it's shisha time.
Oh, what kind did you
Right,
get?
babe?
Right, babe. Mixed fruits.
Mixed fruits. Did you take your steroid inhaler this morning, Chantal, before imbibing?
So what flavor are you smoking, hon?
Actually, it's watermelon with mint.
Watermelon and mint.
Yeah,
That sounds
Enjoy.
good.
Thank you, honey. You too. So how's the shisha with you?
Depends on the brand. Watermelon isn't always great. There is no language called Egyptian. There is Egyptians speak Arabic, but it's a different dialect than what's spoken in Kuwait. And I didn't hear the guy with the shisha speaking anything. I didn't hear him say anything.
Very smooth. I love it. I love the fruits.
That's cool. It's like beach waves ASMR. So relaxing. So baby, what you rate the restaurant?
I don't have any complaints, so I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10.
Whoa, I'm so glad that you like it.
Yes, thanks for bringing me here.
Anytime, honey.
Whoa!
Oh, I'm so happy that Chantal liked the surprise. Anyway, the first surprise down and the second one to go. Let's go. And here's the second surprise for Chantal.
Oh my
the flower bouquet
goodness.
is ready. Let's go.
Oh my goodness, Salah, I'm impressed. Nancy Jennings, thank you very much for the super chat. Are you tingling with first anniversary vibes? And it bothers me. Salah is always looking away. I think he's shy on camera. I think that's what's going on there. I think he's just shy on camera. That's how I see that. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for the super chat. I'm trying to, there we go. But yeah, am I having first anniversary vibes? Definitely.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh yeah, baby.
You wish.
Aw, thank you so much, Nancy. Thank you.
Babe, can you come here and keep your eyes closed until I tell you, okay? Yeah. Don't peek. I have a surprise for you. Ready?
Yeah.
Exciting?
She sounds, what are all these noises coming from her? It sounds bizarre. Love is in the air, you have goosebumps too, snowing wine drops. I mean, it's really something. We actually made it to a year. We did. We made it, everybody. We did. Somehow. We did.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh yeah, baby.
You wish.
Oh, thank you very, very much. So yeah, I don't know what all these little noises are from her, coming from her. It sounds odd to me. It does.
Time, honey. Oh, I'm so happy that Chantal liked the surprise. Anyway, the first surprise down and the second one to go. Let's go. And here's the second surprise for Chantal. The flower bouquet is ready. Let's go. Babe, can you come here and keep your eyes closed until I tell you, okay? Yeah. Don't peek. I have a surprise for you. Ready?
Yeah.
You exciting? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Ta-da!
What is it?
Open your eyes.
Oh my goodness! No!
Oh, my mic was turned way down. That's weird. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh my gosh. What is this stuff?
Surprise.
Oh my gosh. It's beautiful. You lit all these candles?
Yeah.
You lit all these candles? Oh my gosh. Did you get a pack of matches? Did you get a cigarette lighter? Oh my goodness. Oh, you lit all of these 11 tea light candles? Oh. Oh.
Yeah. All for you.
I love you.
love you too. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Your flowers, Habibti.
Oh my gosh, let me see these. Wow, they're gorgeous. Thank you.
I love you, honey.
I love you, Hayati. Alright, I'm gonna read this.
All right. So he called her Habibti, which you would say to even like a friend. Okay. And he said, and she replied, Hayati, which is like my life, my love. Definitely a step up from Habibti. Okay.
Card, my favorite part.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Oh,
Now this is really something because I think she's really expecting something to be like pretty profound here. I think so. I can't eat flowers, you fool, Ryan. Ryan, thank you for the Cash App the other day. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I love you in like a whole bunch of languages.
Oh, a whole bunch of languages? Oh, really? A whole bunch of languages. Let's take a look at that card again. Because I'm thinking that he probably has a whole box of these cards with all the different languages saying, I love you. And he knows how to say, I love you in a lot of different languages. Interesting, huh? We got, I love you, ti amo, tu te amo. That's all I can pronounce. In Arabic, it's anabahapik. But yeah, he probably has a whole box of these cards that he sends out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, don't you? I think so.
Happy anniversary, Salah. Chantal equals a heart. I love you.
Okay. Now, I think that she was expecting to see something profound, something like, after a year of you living with me in Kuwait, my dear, things have, we've gone through our ups and downs, and I am so lucky to be your husband, and blah, blah. I think she was expecting something like that. This is what she got. Happy anniversary. Salah plus Chantal equals heart. Do you remember there was another little thing like this before too? Where there was something written and it was very childish like this also? And then I don't know what the I love you, what's around that, what that's supposed to signify. I really don't know. Hey, Sammy Schmammy, you lit all these candles. I'm dead. Thank you. I rarely get to catch your lives. Oh, awesome. I'm glad you were able to today. It's awesome to have you here. Yes. Yeah. You lit all these candles. Oh, my goodness. Amazing. Amazing. Sorry for the barking.
You wish.
Well, Salah says you wish, but I say thank you. Thank you very much.
That's so sweet, baby. Okay, what's in the red box?
Okay, the red box.
She's like, okay, enough of this. What's the gift? I just get this feeling, when you watch like a woman open a gift or something, and you just kind of have that feeling like, this really wasn't what they were expecting. I just had a feeling that she was expecting jewelry. I don't know why. I mean, she was talking about like the person on TikTok that they got a smaller ring than they expected and they were complaining about it, but she said it wasn't a big deal. She was talking about a Chanel purse, and I don't think she was expecting food. I don't.
Check the box.
It says, I love you. Made with love. Dip and dip. All right. It's going to be tasty if it's from Dip and Dip. Ooh. Happy anniversary. What a cute.
And it's like, is she laughing at the size? Like, are we going to share this? Because, You do too, Poison Pettifort? Yeah, I just had that sense, like, she saw a little red box and she was expecting something, like a bracelet or a necklace, a ring maybe, something, like an upgraded wedding band maybe, I don't know. But food, it's like, oh. Yeah.
A little cake. It's so perfect for both of us.
For both of us?
Happy anniversary.
Thank you, baby.
Hi, Julia.
Hey, Julia. How's it going?
What flavor is it?
Yes?
Vanilla.
No, it's red velvet.
But yeah, he wants to talk to Julia. He's not really interested in, he just wants to move things along. He gave her one guess. What flavor do you think it is? Vanilla? No, red velvet.
I love red velvet.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
Okay, babe, so how about a beauty bite?
Yalla.
A beauty bite? Beauty bite is for the channel. This is your wedding anniversary, sir. I mean, can't we get a little more personal? Why does it have to be business all the time?
You'll love it, I know.
You'll love it.
So good. Oh my gosh.
Look at this adorable cat, guys. Oh.
Back to Julia.
She's cute AF.
Cute AF, he says. Cute AF. I agree. The cake does look amazing, Elaine Kelly. I would definitely have some. But yeah, they don't really have much to say to each other. So let's go over to the cat and give the cat some affection and say nice things to the cat.
Cute cat. Look how she flipped herself. Hi. What's your name? Are you cute? Yes, you are.
I love how the anniversary music is playing over him talking to the cat.
Alright guys, we just want to share with you a part of our anniversary celebration, so I hope you enjoyed, guys, and see you in the next one.
Yes, I had such a wonderful day. Thank you, baby.
You deserve it, honey. I love you.
I love you too.
And also, maybe Julia want to say something?
Julia, have anything to say?
Look how she looked at you.
Pretty girl. Yes, you are.
She's like, don't talk to me.
Julia.
Aww.
Goodbye.
Bye.
مع السلامة.
Yikes. Okay, masalama. Oh my goodness. I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm cringing for them both, really. It's so bad. It's so bad. Yeah. The note on the flowers looks exactly like the one she bought herself last year when she took the car out alone to get fast food. Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's what I was thinking of. Yep, exactly. Why is he wearing that fake Louis Vuitton ball cap with his religious garment? Who knows, Charlie's mom? I don't know. No clue. No clue. He hates her. Yeah. I don't think he loves her. That's for sure. I guarantee you she'll make a video in the next day or two of the actual anniversary gifts he got her. She was waiting to show us. Yeah, possibly. Where is Harry? We haven't seen Harry in a long time. It's been a while. It's been a long time. I don't know if he's still around. That's not a friendly cat, Betty. Well, she's from the streets. We can't blame her. We can't blame her for that. Pet me so I can give you ringworm as a gift. You want a new ring, Chantal? How about some ringworm? How about that? My little pooch is wildin' out. I really don't know who they think they're fooling with this, Sachi Bell. Well, it's like neither of them have experienced a true intimate relationship, so they don't know what it's supposed to look like. They're just kind of guessing. That's how it looks to me. It's very forced. I mean, especially at the restaurant, it looked to me like they are on the verge. If I thought it was an actual married couple, I'd be like, oh, are you guys doing okay? Like, they look like they're on the verge of divorce. Like, they can barely tolerate each other. Like, everything just looks awkward. Like, as if they're getting a divorce, but like they have to go out with the family, but the family doesn't know yet that they're getting a divorce. So like they're polite to each other, but there's like no warmth there at all between them. At all. You should have gotten her a vacuum? Yeah, why not, Kelly? How long will she let ringworms spread before she goes to the doctor? Well, think of all those other conditions she has that she doesn't think requires a doctor. So, yeah. 2 friends, not a couple, right, Marwa? Maybe not even friends. To me, they've always struck me as co-workers. Co-workers that don't even really like each other that much. That's what I think. She ought to be. I know I would be sometimes. Oh. Do they really think the Canadian government will see this and be like, yep, it's for real? Yeah. I mean, how many thousands of people watch her, right? If not directly on her channel through reaction channels, literally no one buys it. No one. It's a year later. They should at least have some, like, even chemistry as friends. If you think of, like, friends that you have, like, you know what I mean? You nudge each other, you laugh at, like, inside jokes, and there's a natural ease. There's no ease between them at all. None. You're all such haters, Lisa. They're clearly in love. That's 2 people having crazy nights right there. I know. I'm jealous. I'm very jealous. I, too, would love a trail of white rice and chicken nuggies on my bed. I would. Who wouldn't? To lure me in. Becca Boo says, my hubby and I always sit next to each other at restaurants so we can talk to each other and hold hands before the meal. Like, because we, love each other. Right. Yeah, little affection, Mm-hmm. Yep. There's nothing, right, LRPD, nothing at all. You think they acted weird purposely to get people to talk about those clowns? You think so, Rolling Stone? Could be. Right, Granny Noodles, I don't even think they look like friends. No. A spa day instead of the cake, maybe? Yeah, that would have been a nice idea. Definitely. No joking or banter or romance. Nope, nothing. Forced conversation, awkward, no flow, no hints of any intimacy. Right. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to go out and get that pooch in a minute. He's been wound up all afternoon. All right. I would now like to share with you, okay, Foodie Beauty has done it again, and I think purposely. She knew that this was going to cause some outrage, and I think that's why she did it. She talks about tipping culture in one of her videos. Tipping culture. And she knows it's going to cause a problem. She's well aware of that, I think. And she posted this a little bit earlier today. She basically says that she doesn't see why wait staff or delivery drivers need to be tipped. That companies should be tipping. Companies should be paying their employees more rather than relying on people to tip. And you can agree with that or not or whatever, right? I mean, it is what it is. It's not going to change anytime soon. But the entitlement that comes across in this, of course, the lack of understanding how basic things work, as usual, she doesn't quite get. It's very obvious here. So, you might feel outraged if you have ever waited tables, if you are doing it now, or if you know somebody who does. Okay? I'm saying. She goes in.
Hello, Foodie Beauties.
Are you looking for something to add to your bucket list? Why not add a personalized video with Cameo?
Hello! Assalamu alaikum! Welcome back, people! I'm super hyper and you're gonna get it. And I'm super hungry as well. I have one of my favorite meals. I know I say that everything. I rotate my favorite foods. That's how it goes. So this is kebab. Persian kebab. And yeah, I have myself a side of yogurt. I have a huge thing of yogurt in my fridge. I have some beans. This is stewed beans with tomato. Oh, they're so good. And the kebab, of course, with the rice, which is the saffron rice with these little berry things. And the kebab is underneath. We have to dig it out. And some fresh bread they make there. So, and I'm also having fruits to drink.
Barberries? I've never heard of barberries. Okay.
It says made in Saudi Arabia. I don't know. Anyway, hi, baby girl. Okay, let's dig out these kebabs. Nice buttery rice. Yum. I love meat. Where's my other kebab, you? Here we go. And a huge tomato. A grilled tomato. So, let us say Bismillah and dig in.
And Bismillah, by the way, means in the name of God. Before we start anything, before we eat, Muslims say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. She typically says just Bismillah, which is fine.
With the beans, dipping in the bread. As you can tell, we haven't done groceries yet. That will be tonight. Inshallah. Yogurt? I love yogurt. Plain yogurt on savory food, of course. This grilled tomato is where it's at. So,
yeah.
I thought today, it's not for you, baby girl. She's like, what am I having? Oh, we also have some jir and lemon. I think this is arugula.
Look at that enormous piece of bread.
Now, I thought we'd talk about tipping culture these days.
Tipping culture. And, I'm like, okay, what is the tipping culture in Kuwait? Because she doesn't really talk about that. Look at her face. She doesn't really talk about that, right? So I'm like, maybe we're going to hear about tipping culture in Kuwait, possibly Thailand, right? Well, neither. Neither. She's talking about a TikTok she watched. A TikTok.
Beauty sip.
Let's please not insult the food of another culture. Just because you're not familiar with it doesn't mean that it's nasty or doesn't taste good. Thank you.
Now, tipping culture is different in every country. Like, here it's a choice. You know, like, it's not mandatory. And there's some countries that are like that. There's some countries that frown upon tipping. And then there's some countries who it's basically, like, in my opinion, a bit out of control. Like, I'm pretty sure Canada being one of those, US, every time I think of the tipping issue, I think of the Reservoir Dogs movie. Where Mr. Pink is like, Steve Buscemi is like, telling everyone off because you got a tip, and the other guy's like, I only tip if it's good service. This sauce, oh. You guys ever had this kebab?
Yeah, I have. It's great. I love it.
What do you guys think about tipping?
I am so annoying.
What do I think about
I think it's
tipping?
gotten out of hand with like 20% of your bill.
I don't think it's out of hand at all. And I really haven't noticed any difference whatsoever in tipping culture in the United States. None. I haven't noticed any difference at all. Can we do a poll on whether or not she tips? Well, she actually answered a comment on this video that she doesn't do the tipping. She lets Salah handle that. She lets Salah handle that. Miss Princess Chantal, who has no control over her finances or any understanding whatsoever about her money and where it goes, lets Salah handle tipping. So she doesn't even know how it works in Kuwait at all.
Or, I mean, I don't know. It's just like, you're getting tipped extra money to do your job. You know, like, you're bringing me a Coke to the table. You're bringing my food from the kitchen to the table. You know, like, you're expected to do those things, and you're expected to be nice. So don't be super nice, and I'll just keep my 20%. You know, 20%, like, I mean, now it's, like, going up 25%. You see on the thing. You see, you know, some restaurants make it mandatory to tip. Julia. User.
She has massive boomer energy, Aja.
And the biggest argument I see is, how could you not tip a lot?
It's all that noise.
Don't you know waiters only get paid like $4 an hour, $2 an hour? That's not true anymore.
Actually it is. You dumb... That's not true. And she speaks like she's an authority on things that she hasn't even bothered to Google. That's not true at all, Chantal.
Maybe at one time some waiters, yes, but there's minimum wage, you know? I think minimum wage is different for waiters. Here's the thing. You know what can fix this problem? How about the corporations or the businesses stop using customers to supplement waiters' incomes. Like, that's the problem.
Why don't you stop being a cheap ass and actually pay for service that you receive? Is that so difficult? If tips, if people receive a higher wage, guess what, Chantal? That bucket of rice is going to cost near twice as much as what you paid for it. So either way, you're paying. She doesn't understand the basics of economics at all.
A tip is a tip. Something a little extra. Not supplementing the whole, the waiter's whole income. Like, paying them less just so they can get tips. Like, you can't rely, in my opinion, it's wrong to rely on that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially at rich chain restaurants. Maybe a little mom and pop shop.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you still have to, like, budget to pay your waiters well. I mean, people will say, don't go out to eat if you can't afford to tip.
Right.
Don't open a store if you can't afford to pay your employees. That's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but Chantal, you still go out to eat when you can't afford to tip, don't you? I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. Okay, Creepy Corner, how's it going?
Like, no. That's just so wrong, in my opinion. I remember growing up, tip used to be so cheap, like $2-3 at the table. Now it's like a whole thing on the transaction. Like, how much do you want to leave? 10, 15, 20? I don't even know if there is a 10 anymore. They keep upping it with, it's like, it shouldn't go up with inflation. What the heck?
Tips shouldn't go up with inflation? I can't imagine spouting off about something that I know nothing about. She knows nothing. She knows nothing, but feels like she can spout off about this. Okay.
I don't know. And if you don't tip like 20%, you get reamed out by people. Like, you're so cheap. Like, they they really give you heck. Also wrong. Maybe the person really can only afford to pay for the meal. And it's not up to the customer to feel guilty that they can't subsidize the waiter's wages.
If you can only afford the meal, Chantal, you don't go out to eat. You don't. You can get takeout. Go and pick it up. But you don't sit there and actually be served and have drinks brought to you and have your drinks refilled and have someone check on you. And that's a whole thing. That's a whole thing that is a service. And depending how well they do it, depends how much of a tip you leave. For me, I'm 20% base. I start at 20%. I don't think anyone should get less than 20%, period. And then I'll go up from there if I thought there was like extra things, or if they were just extraordinarily pleasant, if they just made me smile, or, you know, whatever. You know, but base 20%. That's just, I mean, to me, that's normal. Not this like, well, I can only afford to pay for the meal. Well, then you shouldn't be there.
Or the waitress. You know what I mean? I don't know. And I mean that respectfully. I think waitresses and waiters and food servers, they do work hard. I think that you should pay them appropriately. It's a form of customer service. I used to get paid, you know, some places like $12 an hour for customer service.
Absolutely, and a noodle. Tipping more during the pandemic. Absolutely. Yep. Yep.
So, this could use some parm cheese. These beans. Well, I must have put my parm back. Sometimes I have an emergency parm laying around.
And the same for hairstylists. During the pandemic, like I couldn't get no one could, you couldn't go to the salon. When my state said, okay, we're reopening salons, and even then it was like super strict, but I made the first appointment, like the first day they were back open. I'm like, I need to get in there. For my hairstylist, who I've been going to for years, I think I paid like the same amount, and she's a master stylist, so this isn't a $20 haircut, but I paid like the amount of the haircut, like 100% tip essentially. And she's like, oh my God, you don't have to do that. I'm like, look, I haven't been able to come, like I haven't been able to come. Like people should be making up for that. And no, it's not our fault about COVID, but that's not her fault either that she missed all that business. You show that you appreciate people who do good work for you.
So I'm not cheap, I'm not anti-tipping entirely, but I think it's gone far enough. Like a bit too far with the expectations,
Expectations? Who expects anything from you, Chantal? I don't. Certainly not a working brain, because we're not getting that.
Like tipping at drive-thrus, I don't know. If people want to give a tip, like, what am I tipping you for at a drive-thru? Handing me my coffee? Like, the person making the coffee, that's your job. That's your job. So, to me...
What's your job, Chantal? What's your job? Just sit there and stuff your face? That's supposed to be some kind of, like entertainment, I guess. So she gets AdSense. Okay, cool. When she goes live, she was expecting super chats for a very long time. That could be considered the form of a tip. It's not required. It's not expected. It's great when it happens, and you can let someone know that you appreciate what they're doing. And she hasn't received many super chats in a long time. Nancy Jennings, thank you very much. I worked as a waitress to help me pay for college. The audacity of her sitting on her butt when she eats for feeders. This is a tip that YouTube doesn't cover. She is so outside of the real world. She's absolutely clueless to an embarrassing extent. She truly is. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, baby.
She is embarrassing.
I love you, Chantal.
Welcome to the nest, Shireen Knight. Welcome.
You wish.
Let's do it again.
You wish.
All right, Salah. Whatever. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you very much.
Who should be paying you to do your job? It's not the customer. It should be the especially something like, a coffee chain. They make a lot of money and they can't afford to pay their employees more. The customers will handle it.
That's really nice, Lisa. Take it or leave it. That's very nice.
Hi. So that just as Peter Griffin once said, that really grinds my gears. To see people what set this all off is I see TikTok videos, and I saw one woman. She worked with DoorDash, okay? I don't know if you saw this clip, it was viral, and she was knocking at the guy's door, and
TikTok. Not personal experience.
She brought his delivery.
TikTok.
And she was like, are you crazy? Do you know, I'm paraphrasing, do you know how far the restaurant is to your home? It's 40 minutes and you only tipped $8? Lady, $8 is a lot. And why take the assignment if it's too far? You can't, people are just relying on people tipping. It's so,
And like she was so just ungrateful about it, and like only $8. That's like symbolizes perfectly how people see tipping nowadays, you know? Like
A 40-minute drive. 40-minute drive. That's like 30 miles. If you're going like 55, 60. 30 miles delivering from a restaurant. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't even expect someone to deliver for that. And if they did, $8, yeah, not really. Lisa, thank you so much. £2. Hard times right now, but want you to know you are appreciated. Lisa, thank you so much. I appreciate you very much. Thank you. Thank you. It's very nice.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh yeah, baby. Thank you, Lisa.
just never enough, it seems.
Never enough.
Because
Right, what about gas? Exactly.
even if people tip $2, $2, $3, that adds up if you're working a full shift and every table gives you $2 to $3, which that's manageable for people to do, you know?
If it's not manageable for you to give a proper tip, you shouldn't be going out to eat. It's plain and simple. It really is. Kebabs are delicious no matter what region makes them. I agree, Axelot. They really are.
So at the end of the day, if you're serving like, you know, let's say an extra 30 to 40 bucks a day, you know, a lot of people don't get 30 to 40 bucks a day over top of their salary just for doing their job. So
Just for
anyway,
doing their job.
the woman, the DoorDash woman who was complaining, took the food back. She just left with the food.
Well, that's TikTok, you know? Come on. M. Kuznetsova, I'm sorry for being ignorant and Jewish. Don't apologize for being Jewish or ignorant. If you don't know, you don't know. It's fine. But why purchase an expensive haircut as a hijabi? I don't wear hijab on a regular basis. I don't. But even if I did, I would still pay for an expensive haircut because there are plenty of times that women who do wear hijab aren't wearing it. Like at home with their family, around other women. You still want a nice hairstyle because you're not covered all the time. Thank you for the question.
I can't believe that. Anyway, I definitely think it's on the employer. Pay them better, you know? Well, some businesses can't afford it. Some customers can't afford it, you know?
If you can't afford it, don't go out. It's so simple.
$2 to $3, yeah.
I would never sit down at my hairstylist and pay for just the haircut and walk out, ever. And let me tell you, there have been times where I really, really needed a haircut very, very badly. I would never. What an insult to her. I would never do that. Oh my God. Crystal Cat, thank you so much. Here's a little tip for you. Just because you put so much work into your videos and lives and are always respectful. Thank you so much. The nest is what it is because of you. That's so nice. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Crystal Cat.
Oh yeah, baby.
That's very sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, yes.
I love you, Chantal.
You got an I love you, Chantal. Doubles get you. I love you, Chantal. Thank you so much. I appreciate that's so nice of you to say. Thank you.
But if you go out to eat and your bill's $80, that's like, what, over $20 tip? Or I don't know, I'm bad at math, but it's a huge tip.
She is bad at math.
That's like one meal.
Did she just say,
So you're tipping a whole meal?
back up a little. She's so desperate
Anyway.
to have a topic to discuss. She's got nothing.
I definitely think it's on the employer.
Thankfully, nothing's going to change because of you, Chantal. Thankfully.
Pay them better, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, some businesses can't afford it. Some customers can't afford it, you know?
She's so ignorant.
$2 to $3, yeah. But if you go out to eat and your bill's $80,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, what, over $20 tip?
Well, Math Wizard, if you have an $80 bill and 20% would be $16. And I don't think that that's unfair. You got to think about how much volume of food that is for the server to bring to you, food and drink. That's not like that's not like if you're going to a regular restaurant, if it's not super high end, that could be like for a meal for like 3 people and an appetizer or something. And that's, without drinks, obviously. But I mean, that's some work. That's work. Delulu. I love your name, Delulu. Chantal doesn't care about anyone but herself. They're broke, and Salah told her to curb it on the delivery, so she's trying to cut back on tips. I think you might absolutely have a point there, but he can get a Louis Vuitton hat and a new car, though, can't he?
Oh yeah, baby.
Thank you very, very much. Yeah, I agree. Aww.
You wish.
Yep, I agree. He's telling her to cut back on something. Yep, thank you, Delulu.
I don't know, I'm bad at math, but it's a huge tip. That's like one meal. You're tipping a whole meal just to go out and eat?
Chantal, you're not buying another meal. You're paying for someone to provide you with good service. You could be sitting there forever and the waiter brings your food cold. It's, like the wrong stuff, just slams it down on the table. You are paying for a service and you pay as the service that you receive. You pay a tip according to that. And like I said, I start at 20%. If it's like standard service, nothing was wrong, nothing was bad, but nothing was like great or above and beyond necessarily, then, 20% is where I start. And I think I would be embarrassed. I would be so embarrassed to leave anything less than that. And let me tell you, when I go out with people for dinner, for lunch, that I don't go out with a lot, so I don't know how they tip, or if I don't know them well enough to ask what kind of tip they left, I check. Even if it's to the point where I flip over the receipt as we're leaving the table to see. And I'll tell them straight up, I'm going to add a few bucks to the tip if I didn't think that they left enough. Because it's it really tells you a lot about someone and how they tip. And of course, how they treat people who can't do anything for them other than provide the service. Really does.
I'll never do that again in my life.
She'll never tip again in her life.
No.
Exactly, Sachi Bell. Maybe stop ordering food for 6 people and the tips would be less. Exactly. You order a $20 meal, it's a $4 tip. That's not much.
I'll get a lot of hate for that because most people are of the mind that, heck yeah, you should be tipping. I didn't say not to tip. Okay. Because we do. I'm just saying it's out of hand.
It's not out of hand. Nothing has changed in tipping culture as far as I know, and I'm in the US. Okay? Maybe because she's seeing more outrage on TikTok that she thinks it's becoming an issue, because that's her whole reality, not actual reality. Shireen Knight, she sees it as them taking food from her gut. That's a whole meal, guys. That is probably how she sees it. Yeah, that's money out of her stomach that she's giving for a tip. Hey, Jennifer Levine. How's it going?
And that's just my opinion. Are you pretty? Why do you like to watch me eat every single thing, even if you don't like it?
Yeah, imagine her as a waitress. Oh my God. You wouldn't get anything correct. It would be ice cold.
Really yummy.
Okay, Leonie, that's a good perspective because not every country has this tipping culture. US is definitely yeah, it is. It's absolutely different in US than I would say most parts of the world when it comes to tipping. Leonie says, but I agree with Foodie on this. I'm from Australia and we don't do tips. Our companies pay their staff correctly. If you want to give anything extra, it's optional. Not every country tips. That's right. That's right. And I know in Egypt, and it might be the same in Kuwait, where you tip everybody. You tip everybody. I mean, the people who bring your groceries out to your car, you tip them. You tip everybody. But it's a small amount. And in a restaurant, it's not 15, 20%. It could be like 10%. So the tipping culture is very, very different. But hey, I'm in the US now. I know how it works. I would never be a cheapskate like Chantal. And like we've been saying, if I go out and I can't afford for everything, for the tip included, and tax and tip, then you can't afford to go out. Stay home.
I love yogurt. I never used to like plain yogurt. Unless it was used in like a sauce. Anyway, that's my opinion on the matter. Way out of hand. I know I eat the same foods a lot.
Yeah, you're boring.
You know you can trust it, you know? Boring. Are you guys adventurous? Like you like to try different things from a restaurant? Boring. Like we've ordered from this restaurant many times and I always get the same thing. The kebab. Like I'm nervous to try something else. Oh. So, I had Salah. I basically have Netflix again because I wanted to watch Fall of the House of Usher. I don't have the attention span for shows anymore. I tried watching a bunch of shows.
Because you're on TikTok all the time. That's why your attention span is nothing.
Is that show really good? I kept zoning out.
I am so annoying.
The only one so far that I've been watching consistently when I can is Dahmer. Which I kind of stopped watching because Made me feel ick. They give you like 3 of these or 4 of these.
Yeah, she can't tip, but she'll pay for Netflix. Exactly. Yep. She'll put money where she thinks it should be spent. Not to actually pay people to do a service for her.
We always put some in the freezer. So I have a ton of cucumber. Oh, yeah, by the way, so on Netflix, I always change the subject. I had Salah watch 1408. Like, whatever happened to John Cusack anyway? Is he still making movies? I haven't seen any. But, he really liked it. I didn't think he would.
I am so annoying.
But he did. He was intently watching it.
Boring.
And the cat, too, in bed was like...
You loser.
I was like,
Loser.
but you know.
She is Loser.
The book is better. The short story is better. The movie is good,
Boring.
but they have to elaborate it because the short story is short, right? But I was really impressed. It's not bad.
And here's my beautiful wife, Chantal, is stunning as usual.
But every time I watch it, I get that Carpenter song in my head. And we've only just begun. Like over and over.
What? Did you hear this, pretty girl?
Yes, my baby girl. Do you like bread?
Ringworm.
I think she does.
Ringworm.
Here you go. Eat the bread.
Ringworm.
So cute. No?
I swear Julia's like kind of a person. Did you guys see the look on her face? She's kind of a person. Let me enlarge this. You have to see this. Oh my God. The look on her face is so funny. She gave her this look like, ugh. She looks so disgusted. She's like, ugh, bread? Seriously? When did you give me some kebab?
Yes, my baby girl. Do you like bread? I think she does.
Here you go. Eat the bread.
She's
Look at
so
Julia!
cute.
Look at her!
No?
She's pissed! Oh my God!
Super dick.
So funny. She glared at
You
her,
want in Arabic.
plotting her doom.
Watching for signs along the way. I love the Carpenters.
God, Chantal.
Poor Karen. So yeah, groceries tonight. Hopefully. And
Julia's still glaring at her.
then grocery haul
She's like, this bread. For real.
with prices.
Yeah. Julia's expressions are priceless, Tara. I agree. It's a very
And then
expressive
tomorrow?
face.
There's something I've been craving and I have to make it.
It's something you've been craving. She shovels more rice in. Look at Julia still looking at the bread.
Why are you looking at the bread with despair? Why?
It's more like disgust,
You
Chantal.
wish it was
Look
a
at
big
her.
mouse.
Look at the cat.
What?
It's nice of you to join us.
Ringworm.
She's gotten so big.
Julia's like, so have you.
I think it's bugging you being there.
God, I gotta zoom in on the cat. It's hilarious.
So yes, I like the movie. One of my favorite horror movies because I love the story. Have you guys read the short story? If you really want a creepy short
Chantal,
story,
Please. God, really. Julia's face is priceless.
and then tomorrow, there's something I've been craving and I have to make it.
Imagine having cravings multiple times per day and indulging all of them. All of them. Julia needs her own show. She recoils. She's like, ugh.
Why are you looking at the bread with despair? Why?
She hates you, Chantal.
You wish it was a big mouse.
She hates you. Did they give Julia the bath she needed? I don't know. We haven't heard any updates.
What?
Chantal said she
Nice
wasn't
of
going
you
to do it.
join us. She's gotten so big.
Look at her looking up. She's like, so have you,
Okay, I think it's bugging you being there.
B. She looks at her again like, oh. She's appalled. The
So
cat.
yes, I like the movie. One of my favorite horror movies because I love the story. Have you guys read the short story? If you really want a creepy short story, actually a lot of the stories in Stephen King's Everything's Eventual is so good.
Okay, Chantal.
Are so good.
Where you going, Julia?
You have to read them.
Julia's off scene. All right.
Save the rice. And one of
Save it
those
for
stories
what?
is 1408. And it's pretty short. I mean, it's long enough, I guess, but it's really, really good. Creepy.
Julia definitely hates her.
The best haunted hotel story besides The Shining. I might even like the 1408 more. No, who am I kidding?
Thank you, Delulu. Julia's like, same old ish. This bish is still eating and talking to herself. I remember when I was roaming free in the streets of Kuwait. Help! Set me free! Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yep, for sure.
You wish.
You wish, Salah. Yep, absolutely. She's probably missing those streets now, I'm sure. Thank you, Delulu.
Actually, yes, because I like Kubrick's reimagining of The Shining more than the novel in certain ways. Don't kill me for saying that.
Oh wow, Crystal Cat. I'm in cat rescue and just dealt with a litter with a ringworm. You need a lime sulfur dip every 3 days and oral meds for at least 6 weeks. I also caught it. It's very contagious. Very. Oh my God. Razumi, my 19-pound Maine Coon needed a bath recently. He's a big baby. If we can manage to bathe him, surely Julia can have a bath. Right. Surely, you would think. Mm-hmm. But you care about your cat, so here's the difference.
It's got something wet on the bottom, so I have to wait. I have to vacuum pretty much every time I do a mukbang. Messy.
But do you? That's the question. But do you?
I don't know what that was. Anyway. Oh, I was craving this.
No, they didn't do an anniversary live. Nope, she said she was too tired. We were expecting one, though. Oh, yeah, John. She just licked her hands after touching Julia.
Part of the enjoyment of bread is the smell.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah.
Cool story. That means thank
Just
God. Glug, 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 glug.
Okay, guys. That's it for this video. Thank you for listening to me rant. I will always give my opinions respectfully, but that's why I have my channel. So I can talk about what I want. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Okay, ringworm bees. That's right. Exactly, alien. Ringworm bees for sure. Yep. Yep. So if you haven't seen our anniversary setting here, these images are courtesy of Orschneffer, who was in the chat earlier, might still be, ran these through AI, and we have dino nuggies all on this romantic setting. In a few, there are Julia. We have a big plate of white rice in one of them. So this is how AI imagined their anniversary to go. Yeah, chicken dino nuggies to lure Salah in. Lure him in. Yeah, people were already tearing into her, into the comments. Luckily, thankfully. And, you know, she just shows her ignorance. She continues to, of course. So, I'd like to just take a look at a couple of those. And then I'll refresh to see how many she has deleted, because I haven't refreshed since. So there were 46 comments. Let me just bring that up. People told her off, which is great, as they should. Goodness, I'm trying to resize this so we can see it. All right. Okay. So we have in Italy, where I live, we do not tip. Waitering is regarded as a serious job, and waiters get paid a decent wage. And that is true. In some countries, it is considered a real profession, and you have to have some real skill and talent. So someone mentioned this too in our chat. So then they should eliminate super chats on YouTube and Cash App. Essentially, yeah. Yeah. Hey, Sansa Cooks. Nice to see you, as always. The USA is big on tipping because people do not get paid a lot, and very often the tip is not included in the service. For example, in Belgium, it always says tip included in the bill. The same when I went to Japan, etc. It does depend on the countries and the cultures. Of course, you can always tip over in cash. Golden Girl. And someone said memberships are tips. We're in Texas, USA, and if I can't afford a decent tip, I can't afford to dine out. My partner is the same. We both worked as servers before and would have starved to death if not for customers' tips. She says, shouldn't that be on the employer, though, not the customers to subsidize your income? I mean, in a perfect world, sure, but that's not how it is. And you can't punish the servers or any service worker who depends on tips. because that is the culture. You shouldn't punish them because of that. That makes no sense at all. Not at all. None. And so I did actually look this up because I haven't ever waited tables, but I have a friend, but she works in a neighboring state, and it varies by state. But someone says in the United States, servers can make only $2 an hour, so they live off tip. It's pretty terrible. It does fall on the shoulders of the corporations, but until the U.S. government steps in and forces the companies to pay a living wage, servers unfortunately survive on tips. And someone says that's not true. Federal law sets a minimum wage of $7.25 for servers. Individual states set this to much higher. And this isn't correct when it comes to wait staff. It's not. And Foodie Beauty, of course, $2. That shouldn't be legal. I thought it was higher. Well, yes, we know that you have no idea at all about anything, of course. But you mouth off anyway. Just mouth off completely. So I looked this up, and it's very different per state. And it's kind of interesting how it works. But it is confusing. It definitely is. Like, if the minimum wage for the state is $7.25, the restaurant can still only pay their servers $2.13 an hour, under the assumption that they're going to make enough tips to bring it up to $7.25 per hour. And if they don't, they have to make up the difference. But that's only for some states. It's different for each state. It's pretty interesting. It's like all over the place. All over the place. So, maximum tip credit, minimum cash wage. So you have states like Alabama that pay $2.13 an hour. The minimum wage is $7.25, meaning that the customer basically has to make up this $5.12 an hour average over the shift, otherwise the employer has to. And anything in excess of that, the employee takes home. So, but it's different for every single state. It's so interesting how it works. But yeah, I mean, $2.13 an hour, Chantal. $3.25, $2.63. So yeah, your 20% on your $80 tab, as you said, that's $16. Yeah. Yeah. And, and you're paying for yourself for your service. I think about, what about the people who tipped poorly before me? It's to average out. It was $2.50 back in the late 80s when I was working at a steakhouse in Ohio, Werschneffer. Was it really? Jeez. Crazy. Hey, please. I guess he needs a snack or something. I don't know. He's he's got a lot going on today, my little pooch. And you have to claim tips and they tax them. Right. Yeah, it's a whole thing. And it's different for every state, which makes it even more complicated. In Canada, the minimum waiter salary is $13. Oh, wow, Mayfei. Interesting. Then when I had 2 rescue kittens with ringworm, I had to wear gloves when I interacted with them and kept them well away from the other animals. It took forever to clear it up. Really, Tara? Oh, my God. I was a waitress, says Terry Lynn, never would tip under under 20%. It's not an easy job. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I couldn't do it. I already know that. I spent high school working in retail, so I didn't work in food service, but I still had to, the customers and not get paid much. And, your feet hurt when you go home, all that. But waiting, I knew that I could never be wait staff. It looks so hectic. You have to be super organized and on your game every second. I knew I would never be able to do that. I'm like, well, I can fold pants and stand at the register. I can handle that for 4 hours a day in high school. But yeah, running around like that and No, it's a very difficult job. It's no joke. Like, I already knew. Like, nope, wouldn't even try. You don't have to claim cash tips in the U.S.? Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Emerald Blue says Panera Bread was exempted from the wage increase in California, too. Oh, yeah, California is starting to become its own little country over there, doing things really different. In Northern Ireland, they are paid just like any other job, plus they get tips, says Vicky Burns. It's very normal to tip here, but it would be from £2 to £10. Okay. I think the only fair way is to calculate the distance walked from the kitchen, multiplied by the weight of the plates, and divided by the average dollar amount of the items on the menu. Okay, Ryan. Okay. I mean, you know, I'll take you with me next time I go out, and we'll see. We'll see. You too clumsy to be a waitress? Yeah. Oh, for sure. I would absolutely drop and... Oh, yeah. Definitely. Plus, like, the little... Like, if you're serving drinks on that little tray... Oh, my God. With a bunch of glasses with liquid in it? Forget it. Forget it. I know I could never work with food in general, says Poison Pettifor. People are too crazy when it comes to their food. That too. Yeah, and like if the chef doesn't do something correctly or, you know, whatever, it's like you're bearing the brunt of that, not the chef. And they're probably going to take it out in the tip, not, you know, as if you have something to do with it, and you don't. You're just bringing the plate. If I had to make my living in the service industry, I'd be broken homeless, Tara. Very, very hard work. Plus, waiters and bar staff need to tip the busboys out of their tips. That too, Madonna Knowles. That too. Right. If you're right. Because from what I understand, if you are waiting tables in a place that has a liquor license and you go to the bar to put in the drink order for your table... Like, the bartender is going to prioritize you based on how much you tip them, just as if you were a regular customer at the bar, right? So you're going to want to tip out to them so they know that you've got them at the end of the night. So they'll be, you know, a little faster maybe with your stuff. Yeah. Worked in a restaurant bar, cooked, bartender and waitress, Granny Noodles says. We all split the tips. It was hard, and people suck. People do suck. Especially if they've never been in a service type job, when they have no clue what it's like. I feel like everybody needs to either work in retail, a restaurant, something where you're dealing with the general public all day and not making much money. Everyone needs to be in that kind of role, at least at some point in their life, because you will never treat someone like crap after you've been in their shoes. A lot of states do have minimum wage that is far above the federal wage. Okay. Oh, yeah. The federal's $7.25. Yeah, that's true. I mean, some states are like, you know, 10, 15. Yeah. Yep. My son has his master's in biology and makes more working for high-end restaurants in Australia. Wow. He's hoping to get management positions soon, executive management too. Wow, Axelot, that's awesome. That's funny, huh? You wouldn't think so, but yeah. Restaurant work is freaking hard. She could never, ever do it. Well, according to her, she worked for New York Fries, remember? And then she went to work for the seafood restaurant. But they put her out back in the kitchen. So maybe she's still bitter about that. I'm not going to tip. Yep, minimum 3 months. I agree. It definitely does build character. Because you realize how many a-holes are out there just walking around looking for a problem. It's shocking. Yeah. Exactly, LRPD. Someone needs to remind her about her own work history. Not exactly stellar. Yeah, not exactly. No, she hasn't done that much in general, really. Yeah. I was a server for many years. I got $28 per hour, 4 weeks paid holidays plus 16% leave loading, 8 days paid sick leave, paid maternity leave, and paid super contribution, paid public holidays in Australia. Wow, Leonie. Sounds pretty good. She's been let go from more jobs than some people have had. It's true, Poison Betty 4. She's unbelievable. Again, thank you to Werschneffer for sharing these photos with us for our anniversary stream. Happy anniversary of whatever you're doing over there, Salah and Chantal. You know, whether it's marriage, a contract, project ending. But yeah, these photos really added a lot to the anniversary. So thank you for sharing them with us. It's awesome. Awesome. She would never last 3 days in food service. Definitely not 9 lives. No, probably not even 3 hours. I'd like to see her get through 3 hours. I don't think she could. Yeah. She doesn't, well, she said herself that she doesn't have a great work ethic. Can you imagine? Oh, well, her future employer, when they Google her, you know, they're going to find that. Yes, thank you, Werschneffer. It's very entertaining. That bed kept untouched. Well, it looks like Julia had fun and Harry had fun on the bed, eating the white rice and the dino nuggies. So, you know, at least they enjoyed it, right? Yeah. Okay, everybody, I think that's going to do it for me for today. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, you guys are the best and you're much appreciated. So thank you. All right. I'll talk to you soon, guys, okay? All right. Have a great rest of your day. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.